For nearly a century, the Detroit River has been more than a border. It's the beating heart of North American trade. Over a quarter of all Canada-US trade crosses here, fueling industries, jobs, and communities on both sides. Families, workers, and friends move back and forth daily, blurring the line between Windsor and Detroit. At the center of it all, the auto industry, where just-in-time manufacturing depends on seamless border crossings. Any delay can halt entire assembly lines, threatening the economic engine of both nations. The bridges and tunnels here aren't just infrastructure, they're the vital links that keep this cross-border partnership alive. The health of this crossing is a direct reflection of the health of the Canada-US relationship. For decades, the Ambassador Bridge was the workhorse of this corridor. An icon, but one showing its age. By the 21st century, it had become a bottleneck. 4 narrow lanes, constant congestion, and costly delays. The risks of relying on a single, aging, privately owned bridge became impossible to ignore. Leaders on both sides agreed, a new, modern crossing was essential for economic security. The vision? A publicly owned bridge with more lanes, advanced customs, and capacity for future growth. It would create redundancy, protect trade, and future-proof the region's prosperity. But the path was fraught with legal battles and fierce opposition from the Ambassador Bridge's owners. Still, business, labor, and government united, knowing the stakes were too high to leave to chance. A new bridge wasn't a luxury, it was a necessity. With US politics stalled, Canada took the bold step of funding the entire $6.4 billion project, including Detroit's Customs Plaza. Canada would recoup its investment through tolls over 30 years, breaking the deadlock and launching the Gordie Howe International Bridge. The design, a 6-lane, cable-stayed marvel, North America's longest, built for 12,000 trucks a day. It promised to end bottlenecks, speed up trade, and even included a path for pedestrians and cyclists. Massive high-tech customs plazas and AI-powered pre-clearance would slash wait times and boost efficiency. Named for hockey legend Gordie Howe, the bridge symbolized strength, endurance, and cross-border unity. More than infrastructure, it was a landmark of Canadian vision and partnership. The Gordie Howe Bridge was set to redefine the future of North American trade. By summer 2024, as the bridge's two halves met over the river, hope soared in Windsor and Detroit. The bridge promised a new era, faster trade, stronger supply chains, and economic growth. Businesses, truckers, and local leaders prepared for a future of efficiency and opportunity. The project was hailed as a model of international cooperation and smart public policy. The grand opening, set for fall 2025, was to be a celebration of what nations can achieve together. The bridge stood as a beacon of connection, optimism, and shared destiny. But just as the finishing touches were laid, a political storm was brewing that would threaten everything. In spring 2025, the Trump administration stunned North America with a 25% tariff on all cars and auto parts from Canada and Mexico. The move struck at the heart of the Windsor-Detroit corridor, threatening the very logic of the new bridge. The $6.4 billion investment depended on high truck volumes. Now, tariffs threatened to choke that flow. The auto industry, built on cross-border supply chains, faced chaos and uncertainty overnight. Automakers had to choose absorb costs, pass them to consumers, or overhaul supply chains at huge expense. Optimism vanished, replaced by dread as the bridge's business model unraveled. The Gordie Howe, once a symbol of unity, was now caught in a trade war crossfire. The dream of a bustling economic artery was clouded by protectionist politics. The bridge's future, and the region's prosperity, hung in the balance. The tariff's impact was immediate and personal. In Windsor, auto plants shut down, thousands of workers sent home, and parts suppliers slashed jobs. Detroit's factories slowed, trucking companies lost business, and local shops felt the pain. The trade war wasn't abstract. It hit families, drivers, and small businesses on both sides. Canada retaliated with targeted tariffs on U.S. goods, deepening the economic pain. Michigan beans, Wisconsin cheese, and other American exports to Canada plummeted. The tariffs hurt the very people they were meant to protect, turning economic ties into weapons. Farmers, producers, and workers became collateral damage in a political battle. The once seamless border was now a source of anxiety and loss. The bridge, built to unite, now stood as a witness to division. The cost of the trade war was measured in lost jobs, broken supply chains, and shattered trust. On September 17, 2025, the Gordie Howe Bridge opened, not with fanfare, but with a somber, scaled-back ceremony. The 6-lane expanse, built for 12,000 trucks a day, saw only a trickle of traffic, just a third of projections. Toll revenues fell far short, raising alarms about Canada's massive investment. Ironically, the old Ambassador Bridge slashed tolls, luring back truckers despite its congestion. The new bridge, once a symbol of hope, risked becoming a costly white elephant. Officials scrambled for solutions, but options were limited and risky. The empty lane stood as a stark reminder: even the best infrastructure can be undone by politics. The bridge's future was uncertain, its promise unfulfilled. Amid the gloom, the Gordie Howe Bridge's technology shone. AI-powered customs and pre-clearance slashed wait times. Trucks cleared 35% faster than ever before. Logistics giants like Amazon and UPS took notice, routing high-value, time-sensitive shipments over the bridge. For premium cargo, the bridge became a high-speed expressway, offering reliability worth the higher toll. This niche market brought a glimmer of hope, but couldn't fill the gap left by lost auto trade. Still, the bridge's tech proved its worth, hinting at a new role in the cross-border economy. Even at low capacity, the bridge's digital edge offered a path forward. The ghost in the machine was working, even if the bridge itself was underused. The Gordie Howe Bridge's first year is a cautionary tale. Infrastructure alone can't guarantee prosperity. Its value depends on political will and cooperation. The empty lanes are a stark reminder: steel and concrete can't bridge a political divide. The tariffs exposed the fragility of North America's economic integration. Yet the bridge's technology points to a future of smarter, more efficient trade, if politics allows. The real challenge is rebuilding trust and partnership between nations. True bridges are built on respect, shared interests, and diplomacy, not just engineering. The physical bridge stands ready, but the bridge of cooperation still needs repair. Only then can the promise of the Gordie Howe and the region be fulfilled.